Want to speak real Czech from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at czechclass101.com.
Want to finally learn Czech the fast, fun, and easy way? In this video, I'll show you the top 10 ways to get started. So let's begin. Number 1. Take your very first lesson. Access any audio or video lesson on czechclass101.com and just press the play button to get started. Don't have an account? Don't worry. Just go to the sign up page to create an account. It takes less than 30 seconds and it's free. We have thousands of audio and video lessons covering a variety of topics like grammar, pronunciation, listening, and reading. Just click on the play button on any lesson and start learning. Number 2. Read along with the lesson. You can read along with the lesson notes or lesson transcript. These come with every lesson. The lesson notes provide you with the dialogue for the scene taught in the lesson, along with translations, a more in-depth explanation of the grammar and culture, and even vocab and sample sentences. The lesson transcript is the full word-for-word transcript of everything you hear in the lesson. And the dialogue study tool provides you with the audio for the lesson dialogue, along with the translations. Number 3. Shadowing. Shadowing is a tested learning technique where you repeat what you hear. This is a great way to start speaking in minutes and practice speaking in general. If you're listening along with the lesson audio or dialogue, be sure to shadow along the way. Number 4. Use the dialogue study tool to master the conversation. Here, you get the line-by-line breakdown of the conversation demonstrated in the lesson. Listen and repeat until you've mastered each line. Do this until you've mastered the entire conversation. Number 5. Use the voice recorder to perfect your pronunciation and speaking. In the dialogue study tool, you'll find a microphone icon next to each line. Click on it to record your voice. Then, compare it with the native speakers. Listen and adjust your pronunciation until you match that of the native speaker. Number 6. Review vocab with the lesson vocabulary list. Vocabulary words are the building blocks of language. You can save vocab words taught in each lesson by clicking on Add to Word Bank. Want to drill the words with smart flashcards instead? Just click on Add to Flashcard Deck to do so. Number 7. Listen to the review track. If you've studied an audio lesson before, just listen to the review track so that you don't have to listen through the entire lesson again. This is a great way to reinforce the material that you've learned, and it's great to have on the go. Just access any audio lesson and click on the download icon. Then click Review to download the review track. Number 8. Review with quizzes after the lesson. Once you're confident enough with the material taught in the lesson, be sure to take the quiz to test your newfound knowledge. Take the review questions and answer true or false for each one. Or take the writing questions and input your answer. Remember to check the answers by clicking on the Check Answers button. Number 9. Participate and leave a comment. The best way to master what you've learned is to use it. Join the community of learners by leaving a comment below at the end of every lesson. Our dedicated teachers will check your responses to correct you on any mistakes or provide you with helpful study tips and advice. And finally, number 10. Move on to the next lesson. Done with a lesson? Mark the lesson as complete. You can see your overall learning progress on your dashboard. If you particularly enjoyed the lesson, mark the lesson as Favorite so that you can come back to it later at any time. Click on the forward arrow to move on to the next lesson and continue learning. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn Czech, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. Remember, you can sign up to czechclass101.com by clicking on the link in the description. Sign up takes less than 30 seconds, and it's free. I'll see you next time. Bye!
Welcome to czechclass101.com's Česky za 3 minuty, the fastest, easiest and most fun way to learn Czech. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Těší mě. Hi, I'm Veronika. Nice to meet you. In this series, you are going to learn basic Czech expressions. It's super easy and it only takes 3 minutes. In this lesson, you are going to learn how to introduce yourself in Czech. You will start speaking right away. But first, it's important to clarify that in Czech, there is a difference between the formal and the informal language. Let's first see how Czech people introduce themselves in an informal situation. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám. Hi, I'm Veronika. Nice to meet you. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám. For males, the form of ráda changes to rád. Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám. Hi, I'm Petr. Nice to meet you. Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám. Start by saying ahoj, já jsem. Then say your name. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Finally say ráda tě poznávám if you are a female or rád tě poznávám if you are a male. Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám. Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám. And now let's see the same sentence in formal speech. Dobrý den, já jsem Veronika Nová. Ráda vás poznávám. Good day, I'm Veronika Nová. Nice to meet you. Dobrý den. Já jsem Veronika Nová. Ráda vás poznávám. And again, the form of ráda changes to rád for males. Dobrý den. Já jsem Petr Nový. Rád vás poznávám. Hi, I'm Petr Nový. Nice to meet you. Dobrý den. Já jsem Petr Nový. Rád vás poznávám. So what has changed from the previous introduction? Let's take a close look at these expressions together. Ahoj has been substituted with the formal greeting Dobrý den, Czech for good day. Já jsem Veronika has not been changed. Já jsem simply means I am. However, during a formal self-introduction, we also say our last name. So I said Veronika Nová. Here you would say your full name. Finally, pay attention to the ending. We went from tě poznávám to vás poznávám. What changes is the Czech word for you in the accusative case. In a formal sentence, we use the more polite word vás. One more time, the informal way to introduce yourself in Czech is Ahoj, já jsem Veronika. Ráda tě poznávám, for females. And Ahoj, já jsem Petr. Rád tě poznávám, for males. The formal way to introduce yourself is Dobrý den, já jsem Veronika Nová. Ráda vás poznávám, for females. And Dobrý den, já jsem Petr Nový. Rád vás poznávám, for males. Now it's time for Veronika's insights. When you introduce yourself, it's a good habit to shake hands. If you are not sure whether to use ráda tě poznávám, rád tě poznávám, ráda vás poznávám, or rád vás poznávám, just say simply těší mě. As I said at the beginning of this lesson, těší mě means I am pleased to meet you. If you use the correct sentence with Czech people, they're definitely going to be impressed. That's it for this lesson.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabriella. How are your Czech listening skills? In this video, you'll have a chance to test them out with a quiz. First, you'll see an image and hear a question. Next comes a short dialogue. Listen carefully and see if you can answer correctly. We'll show you the answer at the end. Are you ready?
Učitel a studentka spolu hovoří. Kdy přijde studentka k učiteli do kabinetu? Dnešní hodinu jsem teda opravdu hodně nepochopila.
Jistě. Máte nějaké otázky?
Ano, docela dost. Měl byste teď čas?
Teď mám trochu moc práce. Přijďte za mnou do kabinetu odpoledne. Budu tam od 1 do 4.
Dobře, přijdu ve 2. Kdy přijde studentka k učiteli do kabinetu? Učitel a studentka spolu hovoří. Kdy přijde studentka k učiteli do kabinetu? Dnešní hodinu jsem teda opravdu hodně nepochopila.
Jistě. Máte nějaké otázky?
Ano, docela dost. Měl byste teď čas?
Teď mám trochu moc práce. Přijďte za mnou do kabinetu odpoledne. Budu tam od 1 do 4.
Dobře, přijdu ve 2.
In this lesson, you will learn numbers in Czech. Yes, numbers, čísla, from 1 to 10. And you are going to learn them in only 3 minutes. Za 3 minuty. Are you ready? Let's start. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, now repeat after me. I will say the numbers and give you time to repeat each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job! Do you know what comes before 1? It's right, it's 0. 0. You don't have any more excuses. You can now give your friends your phone number in Czech. Let's try together. We will use the phrase moje telefonní číslo je, which means my number is. Moje telefonní číslo je. Moje telefonní číslo je 2 8 1 8 6 4 1 6 8. It's 2 8 1 8 6 4 1 6 8. Perfect. Now it's time for Veronica's insights. 1 and 2 can actually have 3 different forms. We use the forms 1 and 2 when counting feminine nouns. For example, 1 květina, meaning 1 flower, and 2 květiny, meaning 2 flowers. 1 and 2 are used with masculine nouns. For example, 1 strom, meaning 1 tree, and 2 stromy, meaning 2 trees. 1 and 2 are the forms for counting neuter nouns. For example, 1 dítě, meaning 1 child. 2 děti, meaning 2 children. Notice that 2 is the form for feminine as well as neuter nouns. Other numbers starting from 3, which means 3, do not change their forms depending on gender.
You are at a train station where you're attempting to buy an express ticket from a ticket machine. Which option should you choose to buy an express ticket? Which option should you choose to buy an express ticket? The option on the bottom left is for an express ticket.
Rychlíková jízdenka.
You are at a train station where you've just bought an express ticket. Which train car, row, and seat number are you in? Which train car, row, and seat number are you in? The ticket says that you're in train car number 1 in the 8th row in seat C.
První vagón, 8. řada, sedadlo C.
You are at a train station where you're reading the train schedule for an express ticket that you've just bought. On which days are there no express trains running? On which days are there no express trains running? There are no express trains running on public holidays and the third Sunday of every month.
Dny pracovního klidu, 3. neděle v měsíci.
You are on a platform at a train station where you're waiting for your train. Suddenly, a message appears on the display. What does the message on the display mean? What does the message on the display mean? The display reads, "The next train will not stop."
Vlak nezastavuje.
You are at a train station where you're looking for the best exit to catch a taxi. Which exit should you take to get to the taxi rank? Which exit should you take to get to the taxi rank? You should take the east exit in order to get to the taxi rank.
Východní východ.
In this lesson, you will learn some of the most common greetings used in the Czech Republic. Připraveni? Are you ready? Tak začneme. So let's start. The most common informal greeting is ahoj. Ahoj. Ahoj means hi or hello. We should only use this greeting with friends or relatives. The most common formal greetings will change depending on the time of day. Let's start with dobrý den. Dobrý den. Literally, dobrý den means good day. As a rule of thumb, we can use dobrý den only during the daytime, from late morning until early evening. In the morning, we say dobré ráno, which means good morning. Dobré ráno. During the evening, we say dobrý večer. dobrý večer. Den, ráno, and večer are Czech for day, morning, and evening, respectively. Easy, right? Dobrý is the form of the adjective used in combination with masculine nouns, and dobré is the form we use with neuter nouns. It means good. What should you say when you leave? Czech people usually say na shledanou when leaving in a formal situation. Na shledanou. Na shledanou means goodbye. If we say goodbye to friends or our relatives, we use the informal word ahoj. Ahoj. Maybe you have already noticed, but informal hello and goodbye are the same in Czech. In both situations, we simply say ahoj. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Czech. Let's review them all again. First, the greetings. Informally, we simply say ahoj. Formally, use dobré ráno in the morning, dobrý den in the afternoon, and dobrý večer in the evening. When leaving in a formal situation, we say na shledanou. And in an informal situation, it's ahoj. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Veronica's insights. You can also hear other greetings in the Czech Republic. For example, young people might use nazdar for hello when they meet each other. It is also very common to use the word čau for both hello and goodbye in informal situations. But I'm sure you could guess what it means if you happen to hear it in the streets.
Muž a žena si prohlížejí v restauraci jídelní lístek. Co si muž objedná?
Co si objednáš?
Pizza vypadá dobře. Myslím, že si ji dám.
Já jsem měl pizzu včera, takže
Tak dobře. A co ten hamburger?
to zní dobře. Dám si ho.
Co si muž objedná? Muž a žena si prohlížejí v restauraci jídelní lístek. Co si muž objedná?
Co si objednáš?
Pizza vypadá dobře. Myslím, že si ji dám.
Já jsem měl pizzu včera, takže
Tak dobře. A co ten hamburger?
to zní dobře. Dám si ho.
Did you get it right? I hope you learned something from this quiz. Let us know if you have any questions. See you next time.